Good morning, everyone. I hope you're doing great. My name is George, and this is the daily Sitrep, where we will try to see what's going on the chart. We will try to see what is the most important scenario, the most valid scenario. We will try to answer to the question that if this is the top or if this is the bullish case. If this is the still the bullish case, then where is the right moment to buy? Or if this is the bearish case, definitely we want to see what targets do we have to the downside. Now, Bitcoin chart. Obviously, we'd like to start with the high time frame, and for me, the most important level, and I've said it many times, is this: the value area low of this high time frame range. In the last public stream, I think it was 2 weeks ago, the price was somewhere in this area, and I said this is not bearish price action, not yet. So definitely one would expect more upside. Problem: where do you buy? Is it a good idea to buy? If I remember somewhere in this section of the chart, if this is a good buy, we talk about swing trades here. We don't talk about scalps. We don't talk about day trades, or something like that. We talk about swing trades. And what I say is like, look, this is not bearish price action. This section, this range here, very good range, by the way. This range is not bearish price action. This is not bearish price action yet. However, for more upside and to give me confidence, I would like to see this level claimed, back tested, and if the support holds, then yes, more upside is possible, right? Then we've seen the breakout, another range forming in this section of the chart, and as you can see currently, this level was back tested, flipped once again to resistance, and currently the price is moving to the downside. So this section of the chart, we can see this as consolidation below resistance, which by definition is bullish. Then the breakout, right? This is good up to this point in time. No problem. The price was keep making higher, high, but after that we've seen this, right? So if you have some experience, if you've seen a couple of cycles on the Bitcoin chart, one would see a backtest of this level. Most of the time you'll see a backtest of the high time frame level. Obviously it could be the case where you never get this backtest, so this is the breakout and the price keeps pushing, but like I said, most of the time you'll see a backtest of this level, and that backtest actually tells the truth, right? The bullish case, let's say the most bullish scenario would have been if this level, the value low of the high time frame range, this holding as support, and then obviously more upside is possible. That was not the case, right? And in this situation, this entire section of the chart could be seen as a deviation from the lower range for this big section of the chart, right? Could be seen as a deviation, and also can be seen as consolidation, this time above resistance, which we need to see basically what I was expecting to see. If this could be flipped to support, well, that support failed, and now we're back here. So just by looking at this chart, I would say this is not the most bullish price action. However, doesn't mean it is bearish, not yet, because we need to start with the high time frame levels. Obviously we need levels to the upside and levels to the downside, and we need to see what's going on and what's the most likely scenario to happen on this chart, on the Bitcoin chart. First of all, I want to make sure that you can actually, good morning, sound is good, thank you my friend, good morning everyone. So everything is good. Okay, so we do have this section of the chart, right? This should be pretty clear for everyone. Up to this point, no weakness. Okay, we do have retracement, no problem. Retracement are perfectly fine, and maybe this is just part of a retracement, so that should be perfectly fine. That would give the possibility to reload, to buy if you like to buy spot, or to look for longs. Swing trades possible, yes, but there are a couple of conditions that need to be met on this chart for more upside. So what do we have right now? We do have this, once again, it is the same level, this high time frame value area low. This is the SNR flip level. So any kind of bullish scenario right now, let's say this is the bottom, right? Great. We will talk about this section of the chart. We do have confluences, so we can use those levels, but let's say this is the bottom right now. A bullish scenario, and again, we are talking about a swing trade here. We don't talk about scalps, day trades, or anything like that. We talk about swing trades, any kind of bullish scenario. So let's say you choose to long here, right? Any kind of bullish scenario would be based on claiming this level. So if the price managed to do something like this, claim this level, backtest, the backtest this time holding, then yes, one would say more upside is possible, and definitely I will be targeting at least a new higher high. So mark this level, and this level is high time frame value somewhere around 28,757, give or take. Think about this as an area. I mean, $50 to the upside, to the downside really doesn't matter with this high time frame level, but any kind of bullish scenario would be based on claiming this level, possible backtest in a very, very good price action. You will see a backtest of this level, and then definitely one would target more upside. The bearish scenario would be, once again, if this level, let's say we do get a bounce, very nice swing failure pattern here, that would be a very good scenario. Again, we will go more in depth about what's going on. Let's say a bullish, a swing failure pattern, and then the price moves to this area. If this area, like I said, the price does this, great. Bullish scenario, keep this trade running as much as possible, book some profits, move your stop loss attention, but other than that, keep this trade running as much as possible, and this will give you a very, very nice swing trade. Bearish scenario, let's say same story, we get a swing failure pattern, right? Or even from where the price is right now, let's say we start to see the bounce, but the price does something like this, and then obviously one would expect more downside. So if this level will be still acting as resistance, that would lead to lower prices. Okay, so like I said, this is still for me one of the most important levels on the chart. High time frame, this is the level to check for a possible reaction. Okay, now we do have this level, but also to the downside, because we need to talk about levels to the upside and levels to the downside. And for me, the level to the upside to claim is actually this one. If the price managed to claim this level, then yes, more upside is possible. Doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, we will go to 50K. No, but, you know, more upside is possible. And same story as I said on my last stream, this level, once claimed, this level needs to hold as support. This level needs to hold as support. As long as this level holds as support, more upside is possible. If we see this level lost, maybe we'll form a range here. Why not? But this level is still very, very important level. Other than that, we do have another level to the downside, right? And that would be this one. Let me see. I think okay, this is the level. And that would be around 25K area, 25,222. This low, right? Which, as you can see, it was a very good resistance, then claimed, boom, backtest, and up we go. So basically, as a high time frame level, we do have the value area low of the high time frame range, and then we do have this level, right? So we do have as you can see here, basically we are forming a couple of ranges here. We will get more in depth about these local ranges, but other than that, in this section of the chart, we don't have too much. So this is kind of a gap going on here, right? We need to take this section of the chart into consideration. This is the next important level to the downside, because below this level, if the price moves here, below this level, that would be weakness. And that actually opens the possibility for 20K area. For this low, I'm looking around this low, and I'm interested if we pull a simple fib pull. Yeah, this should be around the golden pocket, like I said, 20K area, right? Okay, so also this section of the chart, obviously we do have a range, and when we do have a range, we can pull a fixed range pull like this. So top of the range, right, this SNR flip level lost, then value area low, point of control, value area high, point of control, value area low, the lows. So the levels to the downside are very, very simple. 25K area, which was the very good SNR flip level. Then we start to talk about the value area of this range. Value area high, point of control, value area low, a new lower low on the chart. One of the things that I've learned since I'm trading Bitcoin, since I'm involved in crypto, is that never say never with Bitcoin. So if you say right now, a new lower low on the chart is not possible, it is, we do have a possibility that Bitcoin will prove you wrong. That's why when I'm trading, I'm looking level to level. I trade for point A to point B. My entry is point A. My take profit one is point B. Obviously, you need an invalidation for that trade. Other than that, we don't know what's going to happen. And like I said, this is why we need this kind of levels. Really, really important SNR flip levels on the chart. We can trade in between, right? And currently, this level is lost. So the next important high time frame level is actually this one. And in between, we do have quite a bit. 12%, more than 12%, right? So we need to take this information into consideration. So to recap, and then let's move to the lower time frame to check what's going on locally. We do have high time frame value or low somewhere around 28,755, and then we do have this high time frame SNR flip level around 25,222. Below this one, I would say that can be seen as weakness, and it definitely opens the possibility for more downside. Again, I'm looking at this low. I know we do have liquidity because this was the last opportunity. Well, we talk about, once again, high time frame, the last opportunity for a very, very good long, the 19K area, right? And I know there are still stop losses there. And another thing that we need to be aware on the Bitcoin chart is that the price is always looking for liquidity, is searching for liquidity. And because we talk about liquidity, now we can actually, because we talked about the high time frame levels, this section of the chart and the lower section of the chart, these ranges, now we can see that we do have actually two ranges here. So the first one was this one, and obviously the second one was this one. And let's enable these ranges. Let's see if I have this should be the top range, and this should be the one that we actually have here. Okay, and now let's move to lower time frame, like 1 hour, to see what's going on here. So as you can see, we had this section of the chart here, right? The price was trying to move to the downside, and up to this point in time, no problem. I mean, look at the market structure. So the price was making higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. Great. So up to this point in time, no weakness, and obviously one would expect for more upside. Then the value area of this range comes into play. You can see, and this is most of the time you'll see the value area of the range giving really, really good results. I mean, look at this range and also look at this range, and technically any other range. You can see value area low, value area high, obviously the point of control. These levels are giving a very, very, very good result. So one would like to take advantage of this knowledge, and if you are aware of these ranges, and if you can use the fixed range pool, that would give you additional confirmation for your trades. Maybe not the main confluence, but definitely there is a confluence. And this is a very, very good example of how to use the value area of this range. Like I said, resistance, 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 deviation, very important, deviation, resistance, resistance, resistance. Same story, support, 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 deviation, then lost, and more downside is possible. Okay, but like I said, up to this point in time, basically there's no weakness on the chart. Market structure bullish, everything looks good. We have a range, all the ranges up to this point in time, this range breaking to the upside. So obviously the most likely scenario would be this range to break to the upside. But then this happens, right? And we see this. So for the first time, right, the price is making a lower low, followed by a retracement, lower high. And this retracement, right, was not only the value area high of the local range, but also somewhere around the golden pocket, this 0.71 fib level, which is doing a very, very, very good job, right? So we do have a range, right? Trade the range until the range breaks. Price makes a lower low, then the price moves here, and then the price makes a new lower low. This is weakness in my opinion. And basically last week, the entire week, what I was telling to my team in our Discord, in our premium Discord, basically was weakness, level lost, bearish market structure, the price not being able to claim any kind of level, low time frame, mid time frame, nothing. So obviously one would expect more downside, right? Look in this section of the chart, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, lower low, basically nothing. This is just weakness. When you see something like this, now more downside is possible. Obviously losing this high time frame, value area low, consolidation, and then more downside. Something to notice here, you can see that the value area, and most of the time I keep these ranges on my chart, because as you can see, the value area high of the previous range acting as a very, very good support in this area. Bounce, bounce, great. Then the price continuing the downtrend. Point of control is the next important level on the chart. Point of control, you can see bounce, but still bearish market structure, right? Slowly this area start to flip this area from support to resistance, and then more downside is possible. And then we move towards the value area low. And here in this section of the chart, we do have a couple of levels. We had this daily level, untapped daily level at that point in time, 27,115. Obviously we had another daily. No, this is like I think this was printed during the weekend, but still is a level. But I'm more interested in this daily level, which as you can see was tapped to the absolute dollar, giving a bounce. The price is trying to change the market structure here, but unfortunately for the bulls, because in my opinion, and this is the rule in trading, you can make money to the upside and you can make money to the downside. So the price doesn't really matter where it moves. You can make money if the price moves to the upside, and you can make money if the price moves to the downside. Okay, so basically this is what we have right now on the chart. So we have this range breaking to the downside, and now we are within this range, right? Let's hide the horizontal levels because I want to keep this chart as clean as possible, right? So what do we have here? We have this section of the chart, which doesn't look that bullish, at least for the moment, and we do have a couple of interesting levels here, and one would like to mark this level, the local, what I called, and if you watch my public streams, you know about this level. This level is 26,635, and this one was printed here, was a very good resistance, then the retracement, and then this level, once it was claimed, it was support, 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 and then the price moves to the downside. So one would say the next important level, as long as this daily, right, this daily, let's delete this one, because it's not that important. But as long as this daily is holding as support 27,115, then sure, more upside is possible. But also we need to think about liquidity. So where do we have liquidity? Well, I would say we still have liquidity in this area, these lows. So a very good trading opportunity would be if the price will manage to take this low. So basically something along these lines, a swing failure pattern here, then this level claimed, that would give us the swing failure pattern, then daily claim, because daily support, but if lost, this could be flipped. Daily lost, and then that would open the possibility at least for this level, right? Claim this level, and then we do have other levels to the upside, but definitely one would target basically the high time frame target would be a new higher high, and also we do have a daily there, 31,342. So this trade will look, this trade will look something like this, right? Based on reaction, based on a swing failure pattern, depending, we don't have a very, very good stop loss for the moment, because if you trade based on reaction, you'd like to see the wick forming here, and depending on how deep that wick will go, that would be your stop loss. Give it just a bit of space, and really, really important, you want to see the swing failure pattern happening, right? You don't want to be too aggressive. Wait for this level to be claimed, right? And to be more specific, it has to be this low, right? So we do have this low. If we move it to this one to here, that would be 26,477, right? So that would be the low of this range. If the price will give a swing failure pattern of that, then check if the price managed to claim this daily, right? 27,115. Then check the reaction here. Check the reaction here, because this is a very, very important level. But other than that, now we do have some levels in between, but definitely one would target a new higher high on the chart. So that would be a really, really nice trade. Again, it is an aggressive trade because currently the price is downtrending, right? It would be a trade based on reaction, but if this happens, I mean, the invalidation will be really, really close, and the possibility for more upside is just huge, right? Like I said, very important, check if the price will manage to claim this daily, then check what's going on here. This could be a take profit one. I mean, we don't have to be greedy, right? Take profit one here, then one would move the stop loss at entry. And at that point in time, even if you get stopped out, you still make some money in that trade. And other than that, obviously, we do have a couple of things going on here, but one would target a new higher high on the chart, because that would be the bullish case. If we bounce from here, this is totally possible. And then one would like to have a stop loss, below this lows. This would be a bit difficult to manage, this stop loss, because when this, or if this area will be hit, you don't know how big that wick will be. We don't know how much liquidity, we don't know how much stop losses, so that would be a bit hard to manage this stop loss. So that's why the best case scenario and my favorite scenario would be a swing failure pattern here, because at that point in time, you do have a wick, you can manage your stop loss, you do have your levels that needs to be claimed for more upside, you know exactly what you're looking for, risk management, check the reaction, you see what you like, you go for the trade. Good trade, great. Bad trade, it's just another trade on the chart. Losing is part of this game. So don't think that this trade is the trade that's gonna make you a lot of money or anything like that. Treat it as as any other trade on the chart. It is a trade based on reaction, based on the swing failure pattern. Risk management is always king. You see what you like, take the trade. That's the very, very easy way to explain this kind of situation. But the swing failure pattern of this range, that would be a very, very good trading opportunity. Again, if we get this, I'll be more than happy to trade it. Check if the price managed to claim this daily, then check what's going on here, and this could be a take profit one, like 25% or something like that, and then we need to see what's going on in this area. Now, this is basically what I'm looking for locally, right? Now let's hide this, right? Okay. Then, so let's say we get a swing failure pattern, right? Check the reaction here, and then we get back to this section of the chart. Obviously, we do have this range, and we do have untapped daily 30,387, untapped weekly level 30,313. So definitely these kind of levels are levels to be taken into consideration. So if the price, if we get the swing failure pattern first, this is a big if because we don't know, the price could very well bounce from here. No, and then it is what it is. If that happens, right, I'm not in a long right now, I'm waiting for my trading plan, but if that happens, I would have to get involved higher. Not the best trading opportunity, but starting as a scalp with the possibility for something more. I have a trading plan, and I need to wait for my trading plan. So in this section of the chart, definitely we could see some resistance here, right? Because we do have the point of control of this range. We do have daily, weekly, right? And also, if we hide the horizontal levels and we put the naked point of control, okay, in terms of naked points of control, we do not have too much. We still have this one, 30,789 daily naked point of control, daily weekly naked point of control here, 29,298. Okay, that is interesting. And let's see if we, okay, so if this is to be the low, the golden pocket comes around the value are low, and let's say if we get here, we get to this level. Okay, fair enough. So let's pay attention to this area too. So the 29,300 area. Okay, that should be an interesting level. Okay, fair enough. But other than that, and I maintain my my opinion, as long as this level will be claimed and flipped to support, the next target should be a new higher high on the chart and possibly higher. Now, this is what we do have locally, right? So that would be the setup that I have locally, because the only trading idea for me here is based on a long. It is way too late to actually to short here, right? We do have this daily, this range, we do have the low, so maybe we'll see a reaction, maybe not. Maybe this will act as support, maybe not, but definitely to actually to short here, that would be a bit too late for me. What I would like to short, but again, it really depends of the reaction. Really depends of the reaction. But this one, I want to do one thing. Equilibrium. Let's see the reaction. If we get the bounce, let's see the reaction here. Let's see the reaction at this level. Because if we start to see rejection, this could be once again a possibility, but I'm not too convinced about that. We need to see. We need to see what's going on. Other than that, oops, sorry. Other than that, and if we hide once again the horizontal levels, if this lows doesn't provide any kind of reaction, right, then definitely there's not much left to this area, to 25k area, where, if I remember correctly, we had a range. Okay, fair enough. So this is our range, right? And we do have also the value area high. We do have some liquidity in this area. Please allow me to go on higher time frame so I can actually show you this in a proper manner. Okay, and if we enable the horizontal levels once again, we still have this untapped daily 24,366, some liquidity here, but actually losing this one with that would be weakness. To be totally honest, that would be weakness. Let's pull some fibs. That would be weakness, in my opinion. Yeah, it could go down to, we still have this untapped monthly level here, 23,134, untapped weekly, but it could easily go to this, to the 20k area and the lows. So I would say for the bullish case, I wouldn't like to see this area lost. If this area will be lost, then we need to check the reaction here. But yeah, this opens the possibility for more downside. I mean, 23k area, point of control, golden pocket, monthly. Yeah, we need to see. Let's see in terms of naked point of control. We have below, and we have this one here. Yeah, technically I wouldn't like to see this area lost. If this happens, that would be weakness in my opinion. And that obviously now we need to think about this level to level. But for the bullish case, right? For the bullish case, like I said, I wouldn't like to see this one lost. This needs to hold. I mean, we've seen range breaking to the upside, range breaking to the upside, range breaking to the downside, so weakness. Now we are around the lows of this range. Yes, liquidity grab, swing failure pattern. Yes, that would be nice. Maybe we bounce from here. Maybe we bounce from here. We don't know that. But below this level, I mean, there's nothing much. We do have this. We do have the value area high, daily, some liquidity in this area, golden pocket, and then 23k area below. And but you know, and then we have this area, but that would be weakness. And at that point in time, if the price managed to get acceptance below this level and back into the please allow me to hide this because I do have a lot of things going on the chart. If the price managed to get acceptance actually below this level, then yeah, it opens the possibility for lower. And at that point in time, maybe, you know, this is the local top and we go lower. And the high time frame target would be actually the 19k area, this low, the value area low. So that would be the high time frame target in my opinion, right? Because the bigger golden pocket, right, comes somewhere in this area, right? So this is actually the low. So yeah, level to level. To recap this, not to make this any more complicated than necessary, so we do have this. We do have some confluences here. We do have a daily. We see some consolidation, so maybe we'll get a bounce. But the best trading opportunity would be in this area. Swing failure pattern of this low, and then slowly, if you start to see the levels claimed, changing market structure, especially this level claimed, then one would expect more upside. Lose this level, and then we do have the high time frame SNR flip level, but after that we do have kind of weakness. I will look towards the 23k area, the point of control here, value area high of the bigger range, point of control here. But other than that, that would open the possibility for the 20k area, 19, this low basically. Doesn't mean that will happen, doesn't mean that the uptrend is over, but you know, as a trader, you need to have levels on the chart, levels to the upside, levels to the downside. And if we start to see this range, you know, the lows of this range lost, you know, then we move to this area, right, to this range, and we need to see what the reaction will be there. But we are not, like I said, we're not quite there yet. We do have something going on in this area. We do have a level here and definitely a level to trade below. We need to pay attention, be patient, and see what's going to happen this week. Also, NY Open, very, very important. And because we talk about NY open, and we need to check what's going on the ES chart. So on the ES chart, we are kind of in the same area of the chart where we do have this height here. And I was talking about this, each time the price managed to take a high, we've seen a retracement. So starting with this one, let me see if no, I don't have it marked. So starting with this one, right? Let's put this as a swing failure pattern. Swing failure pattern here, boom, retracement. Then we move to the next one, right? Like boom, the price taking no retracement. Then we move to the next one, boom, take the high, retracement, right? And currently we still have this one. This high was not taken for the moment. Yes, we had a retracement on this chart, and this retracement is for about 1.5%. Okay, but for the moment this is not bearish price action. If we pull some fibs, you can see that basically this is somewhere around the golden pocket. Not only the golden pocket, but if we pull this fixed range locally, no, what the price was trying to do here is basically flip the value area high of this range. So support, point of control, then slowly losing this level, then we move to the golden pocket. Now the price needs to claim this area, right? Claim the point of control, and then that opens the possibility for higher. So in terms of liquidity, the price did the job taking the liquidity one by one, this height here, and we still have one left, right? So we need to pay attention to this one. To the downside, we do have this area which acted as resistance, then it was flipped. Also, we do have, if we enable the horizontal levels like this, we do have a monthly level there. Older monthly level, but still important in my opinion. Obviously, we do have daily, we do have weekly, we still have this daily, so on. But if we talk about high time frame here, right, and if we hide this one too, right, we have to think once again in terms of liquidity. Where do we have liquidity here? So basically we do have liquidity. We still have liquidity here, obviously all this section of the chart plus this high, but we also have liquidity to the downside. So for me, let's say the make or break area is still this one. So around 40.96, right? This low, or this area 40.200, 210, right? That would be the area to which will technically give us the new direction. That means if this area will be claimed, right, and flipped to support, as you can see, this area was resistance, and currently it is still resistance. Resistance is resistance until proven otherwise, right? And you can see, like I said, it gave us really good retracement. Each time a high was taken, that gave us a nice retracement. But if this level will be claimed, then there is not much left to the value area high of this range, where we do have this high, you know, and also, and I think this is not the first time that I'm showing this, that would be somewhere around the golden pocket, something like this. So as long as we're consolidating in this area, this is in this range, this is not bearish price action. So I would say more upside is possible. We need to check if we're going to see a swing failure pattern, right, of this high, right? Swing failure pattern. No, you see a swing failure pattern, you trade a swing failure pattern. But if this level will be claimed, that opens the possibility at least for this area. So we do have this high, we do have value area high, so that would be around 43.54. Claim this area, claim the value area high of this range, and well, that opens the possibility once again for higher, and why not a new higher high on the chart. Moving to the Bitcoin chart, I would imagine if this starts to bounce, Bitcoin will follow, right? So we need to pay attention to this kind of levels. On the bearish side, so on the bullish side is very, very simple. You need to claim this level, so 4208, right? Claim this level, and that opens the possibility for the value high, golden pocket, and this high. Very, very simple. To the downside, we still have these lows here, so we can mark this low, right? Where we do have liquidity and also for possible swing failure pattern, and also, like I said, we do have that monthly level. As long as this level holds as support, more upside is possible. Lose this level, and then that can be seen at that point in time. One could say, okay, this high time frame resistance is still resistance. I mean, check what happened here. Basically, another range forming, right? And then the drop. We do have a range forming. We need to see. So this is the level to the upside. Swing failure pattern. Obviously, you trade, claim, more upside is possible. Same story here. You can see support, lost, back tested, more downside. Lose this level, no swing failure pattern here, lose this monthly, and at that point in time, yes, that opens the possibility for more downside. We still have a daily here, we do still have the point of control, a weekly level here, and obviously if we pull some fibs, something along these lines, we still have the golden pocket somewhere, the bigger golden pocket somewhere around the point of control of this range. So this is my trading plan for today. If you're trading this asset, then great. High time frame, check what's going on here and check what's going on here. We still have liquidity and we still have liquidity. Claim this level, more upside, lose the level, this level, and more downside is possible. And that obviously will influence the Bitcoin chart. So if you're trading this asset and you're looking for a swing trade, those are the levels that will give you the best trade possible. We talk about swing trades. Scalps, totally different story, but I'm not going to get into details about low time frame here. And remember, everything that's going on this chart will influence the Bitcoin chart. You see this chart starting to bounce claim level. So for example, this daily level, if this daily level will be claimed, then weekly, daily swing failure pattern level. And at that point in time, I would imagine Bitcoin could actually push to the upside. You see the golden pocket here, lost. Then we move to this daily, swing failure pattern, lows of this range, and definitely this monthly. Below, weakness, and like I said, we do have levels to the downside. So yeah, that would be the levels that I do have on the chart right now. Like I said, at this section of the chart, the only trade for me here, the only option would be a long or no trade. Best case scenario, I would like to see this low taken, swing failure pattern, daily claimed, then more upside is possible. And I explained how I'm looking to trade this. We could bounce from here. Yes, sure, 100%, but it doesn't give me the confidence to actually to long right now, because in this section, in this scenario, my stop loss should be below this daily, and I could be stopped out very, very easy. For a scalp, totally different story, but here we talk about a swing trade. So for a swing trade, the swing failure pattern of these lows should be still the main trading idea for me. Again, check what's going on at the high time frame value area. Low, somewhere around 27,758. Then we do have daily, weekly, point of control, and other than that, a new high on the chart is possible. To the downside, lose this level, and that opens the possibility, at least for the 25K area, where once again, we do have levels to the downside, but that requires another TA based on the reaction, based on the volume, because as you can see, for the moment, we do have bearish market structure, the price losing level after level, there's not much strength, so we need to wait. So for the moment, I know I want to trade here based on reaction, only if I see a swing failure pattern and only if this daily will be claimed, right? That opens the possibility for more downside. Below, we do have levels, but we need to check what's going on there, check the reaction, and decide, like I said, if this is still the bullish case, or maybe this uptrend, very nice uptrend, is over. That is something that we need to to decide based on the information in real time from the order flow, from the reaction at each level. That is something that I cannot and I do not like to predict. I know I have a trading plan. Maybe it will be a good one, maybe it will be a bad one, but you know, it is what it is. And I will always follow my trading plan with good and bad. And obviously risk management and position size, definitely. You need to take that into consideration. Okay. Let's see if I have some questions. Thank you. NY Open, NY Open will be interesting today. Yes, I'm looking for NY Open. Let's see what's going on. Let's check this chart for the moment. Support is holding, right? But also here locally, you can see that each day the price is making lower low, lower low, lower low. Definitely you see a swing failure pattern. You trade the swing failure pattern, but you'd also like to see at least this daily claimed, right? Claim this daily. That was a nice open, right? A nice close here. Swing failure pattern. Take this, but boom. The last night open wasn't the best one. Took the liquidity. I mean, this is a good trade. And now let's see if this level will be claimed. Then yeah, sure, more upside is possible. Weekly should be around the local golden pocket. So this is what it is. I mean, to design a trading plan is not that hard. Swing failure pattern. You see a swing failure pattern. You trade a swing failure pattern. Nice bounce, but now the price needs to claim this level, right? And then could potentially go here. Obviously, in between, we do have some other levels, but like I said, I'm not going to. We talk about here about only about the high time frame levels. Okay, if there are no more questions, that would be all for me. Obviously, if you want to get more details about what's going on, you can join our Discord. Obviously, we have premium levels, we have free levels in Discord, and if you're a trader, definitely Bybit is our partner. You can use our referral link. You can get 20% of fees plus a very, very nice bonus depending on how much you deposit. So keep that into consideration. And other than that, for the premium members, I'll see you in Discord, and let's go. I'm thinking about making another update to go on low time frame to see what's going on locally. And other than that, I will catch you all for the next public update next Monday. Until then, thank you for everything. Cheers and bye bye.